Hello Leo, and welcome to your Triple Cross reading for the month of August 2017. You can use this reading for your sun, moon, or rising signs. In some months you might identify more with your rising or moon sign instead of your sun sign. So if you know your signs, please check those readings out for more clarity at this time. Also, please keep in mind that these are general readings, so there might be some messages that might resonate more than others, and that's normal because there's lots of Leos out there in the YouTube community. With all that said, let's begin your reading. I'm really excited to read for you guys because I am a Leo rising, and I always find that at least my readings are always very applicable to me. Now, in the center, we have the Moon card, the Two of Wands, and the Judgment card. Crossing or supporting that, we have the King of Pentacles, and this is a supporting card. So, the solar eclipse in Leo this month, it's on the 21st, I believe, will bring about a lot of new beginnings in all of your relationships. And this could be family, friendships, love partnerships, or work colleagues. The point is, every relationship is going to be affected, some more than others, and the area in which it affects you, it's going to bring about change, but the change is going to come to bring you more stability. And that's the two talks about relationships, but also about stability. And also we have the King of Pentacles here that does talk about stability, and stability that can be lived in many different ways, but especially financial stability and anything that you put value into, like trust or money, or just a sense of knowing where it is that you stand in all of your relationships. Now, if you know your astrological chart, if you have your time of birth, your time is really, really crucial if you want to know your ascendant. And if you have 28 degrees of Leo, please know that this message is really, really important for you, because it's the solar eclipse is going to affect you specifically. So check if you have 25 to 30 degrees of Leo, because you always want to be within 3 or so degrees, 24 maybe, but really 25 to 30 is what I would say. And know that this eclipse is going to bring about a lot of change, but I am sensing here that because these cards are so positive, that yes, there's change, and yes, there are new beginnings, and new beginnings don't happen if things don't change and don't transform. However, the change is positive, and it's here to bring you opportunity to better your foundation, to better your stability, and a sense of growth. Now, some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, such as a Taurus, a Virgo, or Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising, that you could be in partnership with. And if it's not those signs, it's someone that's very, very cautious, but very dependable, very stable. But there's going to be a need here, or a push, to bring your relationship to a new level. So the relationship needs to transform, either to go to the next stage or to change and to be released. Now, the cards surrounding this king here are very positive. So if you want to give someone a second chance, especially those signs, it looks pretty good from what I can tell. Now, in your root area, we have the Two of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. So here we have a card of love, romance, and a balanced partnership. And we have two cards here that talk about putting your energies in you. So investing in yourself, and a card of investing in other people. So because we have another two and they're close together, and this informs this, it's truly crucial that you know that all of your relationships, once again, I'm going to repeat myself. I know I already said this, but the cards want to talk about the same things. So that means it's an important message, because your relationships are all going to be at the forefront this month. And you gotta really, really analyze which of these relationships are bringing about stability, which of these are bringing you things and are making things better in your life, and which are not, which are actually taking more of your energy, and which relationships do you value. And above all, this eclipse, because why is it important? Yes, it's in your sign, but also the sun is the celestial body that reigns over your sign in astrology. So whenever the sun does something important, it's going to affect you no matter what. But now that it's in your sign, it's like a double whammy. So this eclipse is just not going to let any relationship continue in your life if it's taking away your light, if it's taking away your shine, if it's not balanced. Because Leos are known for their generous spirit, and if you and your partner here, whatever this partner is, love, friendship, etc., we talked about this already, but whoever this person is, if it's not imbalanced and there's not that equal sense of give and take, it's going to be either transformed or taken out of your life. So it's important that you make those decisions happen, or it's going to happen in a little bit less of a gentle way. So it's better for you to see which relationships are of value and which relationships take your energy away. Now, in your recent past, we have the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So if you are single, and even if you're not single, actually, there could have been a lot of suitors in your midst, but these people, they were just not fulfilling you, or they're just not at your emotional level, if you will. And for some of you, it's going to be truly important that you don't allow anybody to take advantage of this gentle spirit that we talked about here in the root area. And any person whose words are not congruent with what they say they feel for you, or their actions, and how you intuit this person, trust that. And some of you could actually be dealing with someone from the water element, such as a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or someone, if it's not those signs, that it's just they're emotionally up and down and up and down. I really don't like the energy surrounding this person, so it's best that you either put them on pause or that you end this situation once and for all, because this is a 10, and 10s, especially a negative 10 like this 10 of Swords, it reaches an apex. It goes to its completion stage. It just cannot sustain any longer. And it's just really important that you see if this person's intentions are positive, because they could disappoint you in the long run. So we don't want that. Now, in your crowning position, we have the Queen of Wands, here you are, and the 3 of Pentacles, coupled with the 8 of Pentacles. So I love it when signs come in their readings, because I see that we have the Queen here, and I am looking to my right and I see the King of Wands. So that this means that you are going to be able to deal with the energies that are going to be changing due to the eclipses this month. So your energy, and this is really, really beautiful, your energy is going to be truly, truly brilliant. It's going to be hard for you not to shine, not to be seen this month. And you could be having a really wonderful opportunity in the work front, especially when it comes to groups. If you have a group opportunity, take it, because it's going to be very, very positive, and you could be recognized for it, or just recognized in the work front, or just recognized because you have a lot of extra shine this month. And it could be because some of you are having birthdays this month, and if that's the case for you, happy birthday. But for all of you, putting in a lot of energy into being stable financially is going to better your self-esteem. It's going to make you feel really good. You're going to be in your element this month, and your self-esteem is going to be that much higher, that much healthier, the more that you put energy into whatever it is that you do, like in work. And if you're not a working Leo, for example, if you are a homemaker, just putting in all of your energies into making sure the kids are doing their homework, or the kids are good, it's going to make you feel so good to put in all of your effort into whatever it is that you put value into. All right, now halfway through the month, in your future position, we have the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. So, like I said, halfway through the month, you're going to feel like things are going to pick up pace. Things are going to move a lot quicker. And because Mercury is going to be in retrograde in Virgo, it's affecting lots of signs that I'm noticing, but it's not going to be applicable to you, especially halfway through the month. Your communication is going to be heightened, and take advantage of using this free reign of expression. You're going to be very, very expressive, and your communication is going to be heightened halfway through the month. And this, while you're going to be feeling really happy about how things are moving or developing in a quick manner, your energies could take a little bit of a decrease. They could lower a tad because things are going to move so quickly. But no matter what, how things go, we have the happiness card here, a wish fulfillment. So it's time to make wishes, and it's also a time to feel happy with the things that you have achieved, and also happy with the things that are culminating, because the 8s also talk about things that are taking speed so that they can go to a 10. And I'm jumping cards, but I see that it goes from an 8 to a 10. So definitely some things are ending for you this month, or they're just wrapping up. So in your ego position, we have the King of Wands, the Hermit card, and the 10 of Wands, like I mentioned. So in order to feel re-energized and to charge up your energies, it's going to be really important that you take time to be by yourself. Alone time is going to be a requisite. Overall, I would say like around halfway through the third week, you might need to recharge and to be by yourself. And it's always good to reconnect with you, because it's going to make you feel better. It's going to recharge you. And the energy here is very, very personal. So try your best to meditate throughout the day. Take deep breaths. Take long baths if you can. To recharge, because we're dealing with wands here, and the king loves to be with the elements. And if you could recharge with the sun, because the sun is your celestial body in the astrology, recharge with the sun. So if you have a backyard or a balcony, or just taking a walk down to the park, for instance, just feeling the warmth of the sun is going to recharge you, and to not feel overburdened by how quickly or how many things are wrapping up in your life during the month. Now, in your environment, we have the Tower card, the Two of Swords, and the Three of Cups. So, if there were things that you might have felt like you couldn't see with clarity, or that other people were keeping from you, you are going to be able to see them with certainty. And this is a card of like illusions are just falling down, and the Tower comes to take things away that are not built on solid ground. And this is a representation of Aquarius. So the full moon, the eclipse, the lunar eclipse in Aquarius is also going to affect you. So you are truly going to be affected by these three things that are happening: the eclipses and Mercury in retrograde. For you, Mercury in retrograde would be positive, but it's definitely, it could bring about people from the past as well. But definitely the eclipses are going to be of great importance for you. And try your best to rely on your close-knit group of friends, because they're going to provide you lots of support, a different perspective on these situations, and you might gain a new perspective of how you view your close friendships or relationships. And there's going to be a lot of surprises this month, and they're not necessarily negative, but you might be surprised by other people's actions, because this is in your environment position, and it's near a 3, so it could involve a group or other people. And it's definitely involving partnerships, because we have another 2 here. Now, in your hopes and fears area, we have the 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. So these are fears, and your fears are of having a lack here, and a lack especially of finances, or a lack of clarity when it comes to other people. And you might be fearing discovering that maybe some people were not as you perceive them to be. So maybe they lack transparency, but you're going to be able to see who it is that might have been keeping secrets, because this is a card of keeping secrets. And you're just going to be able to close the door on these people. And these 2 7s here are trying to remind you to reconnect with your spirituality, especially coupled with this 5, because this 5 of Pentacles, especially in the Rider-Waite deck, talks about multiple people that are in front of a church, and the church in tarot represents spirituality, your connection with your higher self, with source, with the universe, with God, if you believe in God. Either way, a source that's higher than yourself. And it's important that if you need help, ask help of your higher self, or your guides, your angels, to help you cope with these energies. But I am seeing here that you are going to be able to deal with them in a swifter, in a more easier manner. Now, in your outcome position, we have the 8 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. So at the end of the month, it's going to be ideal to close up chapters, especially if the retrograde, like I was mentioning here, in your environment, if it has brought about people from the past. And it's just going to be important that you close up cycles, anything that is cyclical in nature, because we have an 8 and we have 2 4s here, and that's another 8, so 2 8s if you want to look at it that way. And the 8, if you flip it, it's the infinity sign, and it's something that just comes and goes and comes and goes, and it needs to come to an end. And that's what the eclipses are trying to remove from your life. We have the Tower card here. So try to utilize the energies at the end of the month to just bring things to a completion, to let go of things that no longer serve, and especially of an old way of being. A way of being that perhaps was very cautious, very careful in nature. Because while it's good to have that, to not be so crazy and act on impulse, being overly cautious also might not be so conducive to the energy of Leo. And you are represented by the sun in astrology, and so you are put on the earth to shine and to give your light to others, just like the sun does to the earth. So think about it in those terms. All right, Leo, I hope that this reading has been of help to you. If you feel like it has, you can subscribe to my channel and support my channel by doing so, or giving me a thumbs up. It would mean so much. I'd like to thank you for visiting my channel, and I'd like to give an extra special thanks to all my subscribers and to all the people that leave me positive feedback and let me know that these messages are resonating, because you saying so lets me know that I am fulfilling my goal here of trying to help as many people as I can by making these readings for free in the YouTube community. And if you'd like a private reading with me, you can visit tripletarot.com. I would be honored to read for you. All right, Leo, I'm wishing you a very blessed month. I'll see you guys in September. Bye-bye.